In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to make the sprites on the screen respond to the keyboard rather than the mouse. Okay, so I'm going to control this mouse or this sprite right here by using the four arrow keys on the keyboard. So those are, when somebody presses a key, that's an event. And so let's go to events here, and I want to check when they press on a particular key. And the key that I want is the up arrow. And if they do, then what I want them to do is I want them to turn so they're facing straight up. Actually, no, we won't turn them. We'll just move them. So I want him to. Oh, I have to turn him. So we will point in direction. Now 90 is straight across. If I want him to go straight up, right here it tells you up is 0. So I want him to go up, and I want him to move 10 steps in that direction. Okay, and when I press the down arrow, so let's go back over here, and we're going to do one for the down arrow, and as long as I'm here I'll drag some other ones out here. And when the down arrow is pressed, I want to do a point. So point in direction, and the down direction is 180, so let's choose that, and it's labeled down, and I want to move 10 steps. Okay, and when the left arrow, or let's do the next one in order here, the right arrow is pressed, I want to point in direction 90, that's the direction to the right, and I want to move 10 steps. Okay, and the last arrow key is the left arrow, and when that happens I want to point in direction, and that would be minus 90 is left, and I want to move 10 steps. Okay, and now I'm going to try to run this program, and nothing happens until I press on the up arrow, and I'm repeatedly pressing it. Now I'm going to press on the left arrow a little bit, and he should go to the left. Now I'm going to press on the down arrow, he should go down, and I'm pressing the right arrow, and he should go to the right. Okay. Now, one thing I didn't like about that was when I pressed on the left arrow, he turned upside down. Let's try that again. Click on the green arrow here, and now I'm going to press the left arrow, and he flips upside down. And you know, he's facing the right direction, but he's kind of upside down, and I'd kind of prefer that he stay right side up. Um, and to do that, let's stop the program here. We need to go down here and click on the info, and if that doesn't work, I think you can hold the shift key down and click on your mouse as well. And the problem is the rotation style here, and what we want to have him do is, instead of rotating upside down like that, we just want him to go left and right. So you just need to click on that two-headed arrow there, and then you click on the blue and white arrow, and now let's try to run the program. And I'm going to do the right arrow a few times, and now he's going right. Now I'm going to do up arrow, and I'm going to do the left arrow, and I'm going to do the down arrow. So now he's always right side up, and he's either facing to the left or to the right. Okay, we'll stop that. Now I want to have somebody else to play with here, so we're going to do a new sprite. And let's go to animals here and see what we can find. And if we got a cat, I would think the cat might want to chase a mouse. And so here is a mouse, and I'm going to click on OK, and now I've got a mouse. Okay, and you know, we should probably start them kind of like in opposite corners of the screen. We'll have to actually put that into our program, and I think we probably also want to make them a little bit smaller because they take up a pretty big chunk of the screen right now. So I'm going to add an event here, and when clicked, I want to resize the mouse. So that should be, I'm sorry, the cat. I want to resize, I've got the cat selected over here. And what I want to do is I want to, let me see, set size to, and 100% is full size. We'll try 20%, and see what that would be 1/5 as big as he normally is. Let's try clicking on the arrow now, or the flag now. Okay, and 20%, maybe that's a little bit small. Let's try 30. And you can play with these numbers and get them to be the size that you want them to be. And okay, so now they're plenty small, and or he's plenty small. We need to do the same thing with the mouse. So let's stop our program here. And what I want to do is basically the same thing with the mouse, except I can't have him use the same keys, otherwise the cat and the mouse will be moving the same way all the time. So click on our mouse down below here, and the blue line appears around the mouse now. And what I want to do is, at the beginning of the program, when the flag is clicked, let's put these other four out here as well. So I'm going to use the A, S, D, and W keys, which are sometimes used as well to move things around, in addition to the arrow keys. Okay, so when the A key is pressed, I want to move to the left, and when the D key is pressed, I want to move to the right. And then for up, I want the W key. I need to scroll here. Whoops. Let's try that again. Okay, don't click on the arrow, just hold the mouse over the arrow and it'll scroll for you until the W appears. And then the other one is the letter S, and so click on the S. Okay, and now I want to do some motion. And so what I want to do is I want to point in a direction, I want to point in a direction, I want to point in a direction, and I want to point in a direction. And on each one of these I want to move 10 steps after I do. And I just noticed I forgot when he is clicked, I want to change the size of him. So that would be under looks, not motion. So what I want to do is scroll down for that. I think set size to, and we'll try 30% for him too. Just click on the 95 once and then replace it with the number 30. And so the A key is the left, and so I want to choose left. And the D key is to the right. Whoops, I don't want that. I want to click on this and tell them to point to the right. And over here, the W key is going to be the up. So I want to set that to 0. And the S key is going to be down. So I want to set that to 180. And now I'm going to run the program. And okay, now they're both about the same size. I'm going to use my arrow keys here, and I'm moving my cat up, and now I'm the right arrow, and now the down arrow, and now the left arrow. Okay, and now I'm going to use the A key, and my mouse moves to the left, and I'm going to use the D key, and it moves to the right, and the S key should move him down, and the W key should move him up. Okay, and now the only thing I need to do is when they touch each other, the cat's going to say gotcha, and he's going to chase the mouse, and the mouse is going to try to get away. So you need to play this with two people, and one person will use the arrow keys to move the mouse, and the other person will use the A, S, D, and W keys to move the mouse. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to add an event. I'm still on the mouse here because the blue line is around the mouse. So I want to add an event, and what I want to look for is okay, that's not an event. I'm looking for, what I want to look for is control, and what I want to check for, and we'll put this probably need to do this forever, so we'll put this up here, and this is the mouse, and what I need to do is I need to check for something. And you check for something by using an if command. Let me move this out of the way because I'm probably going to need a little more room here. And what do I want to check for? I want to check to see if the mouse and the cat are touching. So let's go to sensing here. And so let's go if touching. And I think I missed. There we go. You see how it kind of glows when I get in the right spot. So if he is touching sprite 1, which is what I called my cat, then what I want to do is I want to have him say something. Remember, that's under looks, and he's going to say Let me see, I missed it. There we go. And we'll have him say, instead of saying hello for 2 seconds, we will have him say, got me. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing for our cat. And so let's move this out of the way for him too. And now what I want to do is I want to repeat this forever. And I want to test to see if, and what I'm looking for is to see if he is touching the mouse. So we're going to do a touching, and we're going to drag it over the little box there, and there it lit up, so we're good. And the mouse, now not the mouse pointer, but the mouse, which is our sprite over here. And if that happens, then we want to go to looks here, and we want to have him say, gotcha, for 2 seconds. Okay, so let's try our program out now. Let's run it. And I'm going to use the arrow keys here, and I'm just going to leave the mouse where it is. And now I'm using the up arrow keys. And it looks like they overlap a little bit, but that's okay. You know what we'll do? That's supposed to just last for 2 seconds, but it's inside of a forever loop, isn't it? So we'll just leave it that way. That's fine. We'll just stop the program. And what I want you to do on your own is I want you to try to create this program and then play it with somebody else and see how long the person with the mouse can stay away from the cat.